This is the Pennsylvania Rock Show, where Pennsylvania's underground rock hits hard. Since 2004, we've been unleashing unsigned bands, ripping riffs, and voices that won't be silenced. Radio, podcast, streaming, anytime, anywhere. No polish, no limits, just real rock. Strap in and turn it up. And now, here's your host, Bill Damiano.
Hey, it's Bill. You are tuned in to episode number 836 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. We just heard an oldie from Rising Regina called Whiskey and Nine Sundays song Chasing Ghosts. And with me tonight is Dros Monarch. And what's up, gentlemen?
What's happening?
Hello.
Hey, Bill. Hello.
836 for life.
I've been at this for a little while in case you didn't figure that out.
It's a lot of shows.
So it started in 2004. So this is year 22.
Nice.
Wow.
We're not it.
Hell yeah.
There was a little bit of a break when my daughters were born. I have twins.
Right.
And my son was 26 months old, so we had a toddler and brand new twins. So there was about a year where I kept promoting the scene, but there were no shows. But I count them in the history because it was still being promoted.
Did you get a couple with featuring kids once you came back?
Actually, episode number 800, so a little over half a year ago, my kids are the featured guests. They are all musicians. My daughters both sing. My daughter Bria made it to districts in the choir as a sophomore, which is a big deal. My son plays, 20 instruments. He just keeps adding to them. He's playing the flugelhorn this week.
Nice. Guaranteed to be broke.
Well, he has two bass guitars, an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, an electronic drum kit, 2 keyboards, 2 trumpets, a trombone, and I'm going to stop there because it would just keep going. He was really excited the day that he bought his the first instrument he bought. My wife was like, "Great, you could always pay us back since it makes you feel so good." And that did not happen. But anyway, so you guys are fairly new, formed at the end of 2025, correct?
Yeah. More or less time, right? We're getting close to a year, I suppose.
I saw that you played with Neostem back in May.
Remedy in Lawrenceville.
So I've done a bunch of those shows. They've been on here a bunch. I've done some photography for that. This is going to go well. I can't speak tonight. Photography for them. But they are my daughter's favorite band. One of my daughters. So they end up on the show a lot.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
I know Ryan. Yeah, I've known him for years. Matt and Rob. Yeah. I know less, but they're all good guys.
So the bass amp that my son has was in Matt's basement. It's a Rumble 60, I think. And he cut us a really, really good deal on it. I think we paid $40 for it.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
It's like 200-ish used. He's like, I'm not using it. I'm like, okay. Okay, so tell us a little. Well, you were telling me off the air a little bit about how your name came about. Why don't we start with that?
We couldn't find a name for a long time. We kind of like
it's an ongoing problem.
Yeah,
it was a long text thread.
It was going for a while. We had different ideas and mocked up some different ones, some logos and whatnot. And then Eric suggested Dross, and to Smashing Pumpkins. It was never formally recorded.
It's on, right? It was recorded, but it was Machina 2, which was kind of like the bootleg complementary album to the Machina album 2000.
So we took that word and then bounced some different ideas around on it, and then came up with Monarch, and settled on that. Dros meaning waste, and Monarch meaning king. So you can take that however you want.
King of waste.
Not the official meaning, but that's what I tend to think it must be, king of waste. I think as society we tend to be wasteful, so we're representing that or something, right?
So could you tell us a little bit about how the band formed?
I was itching and looking for some people to jam with, and reached out to a friend of mine, this kid Jeff, who was in a band named Poon with JB years ago. And he wasn't playing with anybody. He said he was interested in jamming. He says, I'll call my boy Dipshit. I was like, hell yeah, call Dipshit. Let's get this.
Those of you that are just listening, he raised his hand.
So he called him, and we got together, and probably after that first practice, or shortly thereafter, we reached out to JB, who wasn't doing anything. He's like, hell yeah, I want to jam. And we did that for a few months. And then, life calls, and Jeff had a lot going on, and somehow Eric fell into our lap, and he was like, yeah, I want to jam. So we all started showing up in the same room, and things started happening.
Is that the room you guys are hanging out in tonight?
It is. This is headquarters.
This is headquarters. This is the third. Yeah, this is the third room.
This is our third spot. This is what we want to stay there.
We were jamming at Ormsby for a little while. We rented a room there. But with the shows on the weekends, and we like to practice on weekends, it was a conflict. So they didn't want us practicing while there were shows going on. We could hear them while we were trying to jam. And then we went and rented a space at one of those Storage Express type areas, which was nice. I mean, I liked it. But this place came up. Ronald here, aka Dipshit, found this, and it's right by his work and near his house. And so we just kind of hooked this up in the last month or two. And this is permanent.
This is still spot. Pretty. This is new. This is fresh here.
It's fresh, yes. We're right by the banks of the
Pine Creek.
The Pine Creek.
Yeah.
Up
on the banks of Pine Creek.
Route 8.
Building bathroom.
Only neighborhood of Glenshaw. We in Glenshaw?
Glenshaw, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Glenshaw.
I was, when you were first moving the camera around before we got started, what is on the floor under you guys? I was trying to figure that out.
Well,
It's lava.
floor is lava, obviously. A handful of carpets, actually, with some laminate floor underneath it. But
that's like the circle, sort of circles.
Yeah. We have.
That's probably your pedal board.
It could be. Yeah, it could be my pedal board.
I'm not sure able to do it.
We're on. Yeah. This whole building is on stilts, so we're kind of up in the air, hovering
12 feet up.
Yeah, hovering over the creek, precariously.
It's probably not a terrible idea, especially with recent events.
Right. Right. So if anything happens, we go black, you hear some screaming or anything like that, please call 911.
So we have a couple minutes left here in this segment. We're going to play in our next break here, both About Face and Ride With Me. Do you want to pick one of those and tell us about it? Or both?
Which one you want?
Or can you tell us about it?
I don't know.
I mean,
they're both older songs. Those are both songs we had when Jeff was still a drummer.
Yeah, those predate me for sure.
We could do Ride With Me first, I guess.
Okay. It's kind of like MTV storytellers.
Yeah, storytellers.
Yeah, I don't know that Ride With Me was, we had the music, Ron wrote the riff, and I just started singing random lyrics that stuck. We probably literally had that song in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that just kind of show up.
Yeah, Ride With Me in particular is one that just happened quickly. It was, the essence of it is, It's simple and powerful. It's not.
No nonsense.
Yes, no nonsense.
JB wrote the lyrics. My interpretation of it is maybe being a little paranoid. There's a little bit of stalking in there, a little bit of fear of being neglected or left behind. That's what I feel when we're playing it.
It could be that, or it could be the person doing that stuff to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your perspective.
Yeah.
But it's a fun song to play. I can tell you that.
So, real quick, Marcus, you were in God Hates Unicorns. Anybody else have a history they want to throw out there?
I spent about 11 years playing with Alive in the Underground, and prior to that,
Me and Ronald's first ever musical venture was Very Little Happiness.
Very Little Happiness is a staple of a moment in time in Mount Oliver.
I was like straight out of high school.
I was 20 years old when I played my first show, and that was that band.
Yeah, my band history is all from my teens and early 20s. No one you would remember. The Crimsons was one of them. I can't remember any of the other ones at this point. Yeah, it was just random scattering of different bands, usually comprised of most of the same members, but just different outfits. But yeah, that's classic teens band.
Prior to God Hates Unicorns, I was in a band called Scratch with some other friends of mine. I can't stop playing. So anytime a band dissolves, I'm just looking for something else. Back in the day, I was in two other bands before that, Parada, which were some friends I grew up with, and Illinois Incorporated or Illinois Inc. from way long ago, 2002 or so.
I don't think I have it now, but I used to play Illinois Inc. on this show.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
That's me.
Um,
That was my first record.
I think I lost that with one. I had a drive die. I think it was on
Oh,
there,
yeah.
but I definitely had it.
We're still on Spotify and YouTube. We have I think one monthly listener. It's probably my friend Sal. Hi Sal.
All right, so we're gonna take a break. We're gonna listen to "Ride with Me" and "About Face" in the opposite order of what I just said, and we will be right back.
Okay.
Hey, it's Bill. We are returning to episode number 836 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. You just heard Dros Monarch and their songs "About Face" and "Ride with Me." They're hanging out with me in their practice space tonight. So I'm going to hit you with the official and unofficial Build a Scene questions right off the bat. I pre-warned you about the unofficial one. We'll start there. What is the best pizza you've had because you're a musician?
Tina's Frozen, man. I gotta go with that. I mean, it's $2. I mean, you can't beat that for $2.
They qualified it with "because we're musicians." Tombstone,
Yeah.
Tombstone, yeah.
Red Baron.
The Tambellini Pizza Square is always one of my favorites.
True. Or
Those
those
frozen pizzas.
Those pizza burgers you used to get back in school. They take like a hamburger bun and slip it in half. Put some ground
Do you
beef
know
on
there
it.
was? Do you know there was ham in that?
I'm sure there was.
Doesn't
They
surprise
put
me.
all kinds of stuff in that. I thought it was amazing. It was like gourmet.
I'm not aware of this.
I
The
never
real
missed a
answer.
day where they
The
had
real
pizza
answer,
burgers.
if we're
I never
viewing
heard
this economically, is culinary circle. They're this big. They're thin crust. They're $5 and incredible.
Very nice.
Or vegetable pizza. I'm a big fan of vegetable pizza too.
I really like the
See,
cold veg.
I'm not a huge fan of raw peppers, and that kind of throws me off on that.
I dig it.
All right, so the official Build a Scene question is probably a little harder. And it's who's your Dave Grohl? And by that I mean, who do you want to go up on stage with and perform one of their original songs?
One of their original songs?
Ooh.
Yep.
I don't think I'd be confident to do anybody.
If we want to go on stage with them
Yes,
and play one of their original songs.
correct. Because Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters are known for pulling people up onto stage with them to play with them.
Yeah, Green Day does too.
I'm sure Prince. I'd love to do it with Prince.
Uh-huh.
Prince would definitely want to fight
Fucking
us.
high
If we
ambition
tried-
over here.
I'm just saying.
I'm thinking like the Dead Milkmen.
I'm just saying Prince would probably want to fight us. Because
Yeah,
like
that would
Prince is
be-
perfectionist. Within the first 10 seconds, we'd be
I'd be
fighting.
opted out of that one because I know that.
So for pure entertainment value, that's my answer. I'm sticking to it. Ron, what do you think?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Okay.
Oh.
We Michael Jackson and Prince, and we make them
And Robert Johnson.
and Robert Johnson.
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that name. We're gonna go with it.
The lineup.
Okay, so you're standing at the crossroads that Robert Johnson stood at to sell his soul to the devil. Why are you there?
Ran out of gas.
Inflation.
Obviously not to sell our souls. I
Hey,
don't believe in souls anyway. Yeah, probably out of gas. Looking for a ride home. Flat tire.
One of those things.
Maybe moon bathing. It's gotta be midnight, right?
So I get on my way.
This guy moon bathes a lot.
Look at
If you
it.
can't tell.
Watch your eyes.
I don't like. Look, I'm bright white too. I get it.
Just saying. Just saying.
Boy, Billy, you're rough. Holy cow.
I'm glad I had
I,
shit.
I have to put sunblock on my head.
Yeah. I feel you.
I actually shaved my head today. Usually there's some hair there, but even
I was
with the
gonna
hair,
say,
I have to
see a little
sunblock.
bit of- a little bit of shine. You're looking good.
I'm gonna do some behind the scenes stuff here that I don't usually tell people about. At the end, I'm gonna give away tickets, and I pre-record it because it's just too much stuff going on. Like I'm my producer, I'm my host, I'm running the music. Like it's me, and I don't have enough fingers to press buttons to do that. Also,
You got to
So-
go a third arm.
so I shaved my head after I pre-recorded it today.
Nice.
So I'm going to tell everybody now because they're going to figure it out. My earbuds just died.
What just that?
Your buds.
Oh, your earbuds.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm connected again. That was weird. Hey, and again, that's the kind of stuff that happens when you're live. How about an embarrassing moment on stage? But don't tell me about something that you did that was embarrassing. Tell me about something that somebody else did in the band you were playing in that was embarrassing to you. That was like an instant smile there, Ron. You have one figured out already?
We had a drummer rewrite a part and not run it by any other member of the band. And right before we went, he said, "Don't worry, this is going to be great." And it was exactly as ungreat as you can imagine. There's not many times that we play and you go, and we all did that. It was incredible. It was,
Yeah, man, that's there.
it was absolutely incredible. It was one of the best fails I've ever seen. And it was with such confidence. He was like, "We got this, follow me." And he fell down the stairs.
You know what they
And
say?
it was incredible.
If you're gonna
Absolutely
fail,
incredible.
you should definitely fail spectacular. Fail hard.
Fail hard. Fail hard,
Like
confidently.
the Dewey Cox sequel.
Oh.
Fail hard.
It was a jarring experience. It was really funny.
Anybody else have one they want to throw
This is
out?
drummer related.
I can't think of anything that anybody else did, but I definitely played like half a song without realizing that my guitar wasn't plugged in. I switched guitars and didn't realize that one of my guitars was plugged in. I'm like,
rocking out.
I was definitely about to take my brand new amp outside and smash it in East Carson when I realized my volume knob was just turned down. Why won't it work?
Happens.
As a matter of fact, I have two. Here's another good one. I had a guitar player legitimately drop kick an amp off of its stand because he did not get a signal. And after 3 or 4 minutes of monkeying around, he didn't have a signal. He was plugged into his tuner. He was not plugged. He was not plugged into the amp at all. So he kicked it off of the. It was a meltdown. He had a meltdown. It was one of them ones you get a little bit of a red face here. Whew.
It wasn't a nice amp.
That was the Marshall. It was the Marshall combo. The same Marshall combo you had, the same one. The 100-watt one. And it was
Oh, you mean the MG?
yes.
Okay.
And it got drop kicked for not being plugged into. Yeah,
Did it work afterwards?
Oh, it was great. There was nothing wrong with it at all. And
No,
you-
solid state.
what
can't mess
you
it
have
up.
to do is you have to actually plug into it for it to work.
Got it.
Rule of thumb.
We'll have
Right.
fun.
So you guys are headed out on tour, and for some reason you make the mistake of hiring me to drive your bus. Keep in mind the story I was telling you off the air. What music are we going to listen to in between tour stops?
ABBA.
Ooh.
I'm thinking Nancy Sinatra.
Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John for sure. Some Wham.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. Yeah.
See, I'm sitting here trying to decide if you guys are joking or not, but I really do like Dolly Parton.
No, they're all good.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
You gotta throw Meatloaf in there.
You gotta throw me.
I own Bat Out of Hell too.
Yeah.
There you go.
I also
Everybody owns that.
Well, that
I also-
I still think is like the sixth selling album of all time.
which Michael Jackson album had him in the he was laying down and there was some kind of cat with him. Thriller? I can't remember. I
He was
own one
laying
of his
back.
albums.
On the cover of Thriller, he was laying back doing that Lionel Richie thing.
Maybe it was that. But
I don't know if he had a cat. I think it was Billie
He had
Jean.
the rat. Well, the song Ben's about rats.
Yeah, true.
but
Maybe you had to get the cat to fuck the rats.
Very good point. Somebody got to catch some rats. May as well be a cat.
It's a crazy, beautiful song for being about a rat. I like some Michael Jackson.
Me too. I was hearing a lot of Michael Jackson today.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, yeah. Pretty Young Thing. What else I hear?
oh, you know,
The girl
Allison.
behind. That's a jam.
Yeah.
Van Halen played with him. So
Yeah, sure. That's a great story. Van Halen showed up and did his solo in 20 minutes.
Uncredited.
That's great.
Uncredited, yeah. So I'm just
I
gonna
wonder
go
who
do
that
this. Like nobody knew,
Steve
Hey.
Vais back. Could have been me.
right?
So we're gonna take our second break because it really flies. In case you haven't figured that out,
Yeah.
we are going to hear from Theriaca, and you want to stick around because I mentioned that concert tickets I'm giving away. They are on that concert. It's Theriaca, CKY, and I can't remember the other band now. I'll tell you at the end. And then we're also gonna hear a brand new song from Dragline called Whiskey High off their new album American Dream. We'll be right back.
Sweet.
Hey, it's Bill. We are headed into segment number 3. I apologize to 9 Sundays. It's CKY 9 Sundays and Theriaca. We're giving away tickets to. You heard 9 Sundays at the top of the show with their song Chasing Ghosts. We just heard Theriaca and their song Martyr of the Day. And then we also heard Dragline Whiskey High. With me for one more segment. It's Dros Monarch. Hang out in their rehearsal studio. And so I've been kind of asking this question a lot lately, so I'm going to stick with it. You're leaving a show, and there's a DeLorean sitting outside with the flux capacitor in the back, the door up in the air, and you're going to be able to go back in time and play with any band, just like Marty played with Chuck Berry's cousin Marvin. Who are you going to go back in time and play with?
Huey Lewis.
Good answer.
That goes right along with the question.
Maybe the Pinheads.
You're too darn loud.
I went into the drug.
That's sneaky. That's a good one.
Anybody else want to float in there with an answer?
Jeez.
I'm trying to think of a band that's gone.
I'd love to see Led Zeppelin back in like their earliest days, 1970 or so.
Yeah, but I'm not subbing in for Bonham.
It's all right. We'd scare everybody before they came on, or by then maybe they'd be open. 68. Maybe they'd be open for us.
It's true.
And then they could blow us off stage. That I'm like, what kind of honor would
that's
that
the
be?
story
Like,
you
Jesus,
want.
man.
That's the story.
We got blown off stage.
Link Ray.
Ooh.
Rumble. It's a good jam. You know that's the only instrumental that was banned.
Well, but Frank Zappa got a parental advisory sticker for an instrumental album because they didn't bother listening to it, and
Nice.
they just assumed by his other albums.
Well, maybe that
were
was the
also
first.
bad.
Maybe
I don't know if
the
it was
first.
banned, but he was pre the
What-
PMRCs.
Link was what 67 or something like that.
Yeah, something even earlier maybe.
Instrumental, and they banned it because of the connotation of Rumble being a fight, and so it was a violent song.
Yeah,
That would be a good one. I like some surf rock.
I would have liked the people that did all that banning and listen to stuff that gets played today.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, here's some
Yes.
credible film. There you go.
Yeah.
Because I'm amazed all the time at some of the stuff I hear coming from other rooms in the house.
I imagine it to be like the beginning of Pineapple Express, where they're just listening to stuff, and there's some guy that doesn't get it at all.
Cradle Filth has some incredible lyrics though.
Yeah.
Now, I will say I was having this conversation with my wife the other day. My kids actually don't have a bad taste in music. Like, they listen to some Southern rock, some oldies. My son, the first song he played on his new bass was Smoke on the Water.
Excellent.
Nice.
You know, and he was just playing along with Black Sabbath when I walked into the room earlier today. So
Can I be?
Well, it's goats. They're the goats.
he's playing War Pigs.
Yeah, it's from Mother Moment.
Yeah, it is.
And my daughter, Emmeline, when she tried out for her first high school musical, she did Disturbance version of Sound of Silence,
Nice.
which isn't a song you would think to audition with for a musical, but it got her the part.
Yeah, sweet. See, you never know it's going to work.
But yeah, so they have a pretty good taste in music, but sometimes they'll be playing some more modern stuff, and I'm like, what are you listening to?
It happens.
Let's see. What don't they tell people about being a musician that you'd like to let out of the bag?
You're gonna need lots of money.
Yeah. Hey, you probably ain't going to make a whole
And
lot.
gear acquisition syndrome is a real thing, and I suffer from it.
Yeah. Every guitar player I know continually buys and sells guitars, or just buys them. Nobody ever just
Talking
buys a
about me.
guitar.
Talking about me.
Intends to sell. That's what you meant.
Might be talking about me. But plenty of people get a guitar and then they're like, well, I need this one because it's this different.
Well, yeah, this one has a P90 in it. This one's
Sure.
shorter coil.
I don't even have one with P9.
This one has a maple neck. This one has a rosewood neck.
I would say a more serious answer is that finding chemistry is not guaranteed. I got lucky.
Definitely.
And the guys I met early on, I clicked with. It wasn't until that had kind of run its course and I was on the other side of it looking for a project that I realized that the luck I had, the lightning in a bottle I experienced is not guaranteed. And it's rare. It is.
I could agree with
And
that.
it's significant when it happens.
I was fortunate enough to grow up among a bunch of musicians, so everybody had bands, and there was plenty of people to jam with and set up shows with. So yeah, like when you find yourself among people that have similar interests, and everybody's going to practice, setting up a show once a month, and you got a place to go and friends to hang out with that appreciate the same things that you do. Even when that falls apart, you know, you got someone to call. Hey, what are you guys doing? You looking for a guitar player? You know, you want guest vocals. What are you doing this weekend? Oh, you got a show. I'll come. You know, that has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember.
Camaraderie.
Yeah. Plus the text thread. Now, back in the day we didn't have a text thread, but now I just enjoy the text thread. Stupid shit that comes through my text thread.
It's little things.
Little things. Right, I'm easily pleased.
If you had a chance to sit down next to your musical idol, first of all, who would you sit with, and what question would you ask to get the conversation started? See, this is where I need that button that plays the Jeopardy song.
Well, I'd probably I pick Stevie Wonder, and I'd ask him if he wants to play charades.
And
we'll see how it
You can
goes.
see.
You can see?
Yeah, you can see. You
Sure?
can see him catch that mic stand that's falling right in front of him.
I don't believe
You can see.
That's a sense of hearing.
the sense of hearing. That's right.
Yeah, it's
You got that
Maybe
bat-like
it's
hearing.
so enhanced.
I'd ask Bob Dylan why he got all weird in like the early 2000s, was playing the organ that wasn't even in key with all his live shows.
That's a good question.
Yeah, my musical idol would still be Trent Reznor, and it would be a question spanning the entire career and probably mostly about scores and piano. That's mine. I don't know specific questions, but I'd probably get into detail at some point. I'd go down that path.
I want to know if he still makes money from the Reznor Furnace Company.
Well, his grandfather.
Yeah.
He probably
I've seen some Reznor.
I've had Reznor when I worked at the
They're
I've
still
had
around.
Reznor. They're big
Yeah.
for garages and stuff that use them all the time.
pretty heat machine.
Pretty heat machine. Wonder if that's what he thought of
That's
first.
good.
He's like, you know, pretty
He was
heat
looking at it, he
machine.
had a little dyslexia. He was like, he.
You're right.
Hey, so we're down to like a minute and a half. And I probably should have asked this ahead of time, but do you guys have any shows coming up that you want to mention?
No, we do.
Yeah, we got a show. We're playing the 31st at Piskey's in Munhall. They haven't had local bands or any bands as of recently. So we're going to be the first in some time. 8 o'clock, Piskey's, Munhall. Show up.
No Shirt Neighborhood.
No Shirt Neighborhood is also playing. They're from Munhall, so anybody wants to come out and jam, hang out, have
Be a
fun.
good time. Nice
drink
little
some beer.
dive bar.
My girl Ashley's bartending there, so it'll be a good time. It's a nice place, small, intimate.
I was in Munhall yesterday.
Oh yeah, see, you're ready. You're already ready.
I was driving from Duquesne to West Homestead. I was headed to Ralph's Musicians Guild.
Oh,
Nice.
good old Ralph's.
Oh,
That was where we played our
that's
first show.
where we got our start. That place is.
Was
that-
Ralph
I can't
smoking?
believe it's still going.
Yeah, that guy's he's timeless. He looks exactly the way he did when we met him back in 2003. It's insane. That man, that's a special place here. I would love to give a shout out to it. It's massively responsible for us being a thing
He's like the
and
William
me following through.
Pennsylvania music.
Yeah, so music from the 412's home studio is in Ralph's. And
So many start there.
I was
It's a
looking for
great
something
thing.
that I didn't find, but but
No, it is a
hey,
great
so
place.
we're pretty much out of time. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight.
Well, thanks,
Thank
Bill.
you, Bob.
Thank you.
And for those of you that are not watching the video, you can go to facebook.com/Dros Monarch. It's DROS MONARCH. And we have 2 more tracks for you today. We're going to go with another old one from Tilted Shadows called On the Edge. And then we're going to hear from Parks and Company featuring Nick Stelter. And that song is called Eye of the Storm. Make sure you join us each and every Monday night at 7 p.m. for the live interview, 10 p.m. for the radio show. And I will see you next week.
Thanks, Bill.
We are at that time of the show where I'm going to spin the wheel, and Dresky Entertainment is going to give away 2 tickets to the Name It Drops on. This week is for CKY with 9 Sundays at Theriaca on Wednesday, September 9th. Doors are at 6. Showtime is 8 p.m. There is an early entry option, which is 5 p.m. It is at Jurgles, which means it is 21 and over. And we had 4 people sign up for this one. It's Justin Todd, Thomas Trainer, Andrew Carr, and Keith Laydig. If you're not familiar with how this works, you go to musicfromthe412.com/contest, and you click on the contest that you're interested in entering. There's a form at the bottom where you put your name and your email address, which we only use to contact you if you win. Once the contest